Hi everyone, how are you guys doing today? My name is Abhishek. She is my partner in crime, Maisha. This is our first attempt to make a YouTube video. So what we wanted to tell you guys and inform you guys is our experience migrating to Canada from Dubai during this COVID situation. So stay tuned. We'll tell you and give you a quick introduction and tell you guys exactly what we faced, what we did, the challenges we faced, and what we had to overcome to come to Canada. So just stay tuned. Okay, guys, so directly let's get into it. We'll just give you all a quick background about ourselves. We were living in Dubai for last 3 years and we were very well settled.
Not 3 years.
So she was part of living in Dubai for more than 5 years, I think, I assume, right?
Yeah.
You want to quickly share your experience in Dubai?
No, first you share it.
So we had very good, well-paid jobs. We were well settled. We lived in a 2-bedroom apartment. We'll share some pics with you all later. But due to some reason, fortunately or unfortunately, we decided to migrate to Canada. We got our PR last year in December. But we were thinking when to come. We took our own time. We were trying for opportunities from Dubai. It never clicked. So we thought of coming to Toronto, Canada in April. But as you all know, because of the COVID-19 situation, our flights got suspended. So in this video today, we'll just focus on our airport experience, the travel experience, and we'll also deep dive into some other topics later. But so finally, we got our flight from Emirates. They resumed the flights in the month of May, and we boarded the flight on 1st of June. So just to clear, we had done a lot of preparation. We had made a quarantine plan. We'll share the links and resources with all of y'all in the description, what you need to plan and what you'll need to do. And we'll just give you 5 quick tips if you're planning to come right now in the COVID situation. And this is only applicable for people who have COPR and a valid visa in their
And the
passport.
people who are stuck over there, like they have a valid PR but they were not able to come to Canada.
Yes, correct. So basically, initially, I think the first mistake that we had done was not doing a proper planning in terms of our packing. We had to pack everything left, right, and center because we had to
Leave
leave our house and terminate our contract. We had to pack each and everything. So we ended up paying for excess baggage. I think we got 4 to 5 extra bags, and we ended up paying more than 2,000 dirhams, which is
Yeah.
equivalent to roughly 45,000 rupees.
Yeah.
So we would all probably urge you to use an air cargo, or you can arrange some movers and packers.
No,
and
actually, any of the airline you can, they will give you the air cargo, even if it's Emirates or Etihad or anyone. They have their own air cargo, so you can ask them initially and bring your stuff, and it hardly takes 1 day's time.
Yes, otherwise we ended up paying a lot, and it was a big hassle to carry all the luggage. We had 9 to 10 bags. So we would just, I think if you plan it properly and effectively, and as Maisha said, please use a mover and packer. That should be very beneficial and also economical in the long run. We'll also mention the cost, exactly how much we paid for the excess baggage for your reference. So that is something that you can plan in advance. Second, I think there was a lot of rumor and hoax around the condition at the airport. We
Yes.
found the airport situation and the administration, I think it was very well
Very well
organized, quite systematic, and it was very easy flow for us to complete all our formalities at the airport. And in fact, because the passengers were less, there was hardly any queue. We quickly reached the final section to board the plane, and the security check, COVID test was a normal thermal screening, camera screening. So itana kuch problem nahi hota hai. It is very straightforward, and I don't think you all should panic and don't think too much about it. I think it's a very straightforward, just like a normal travel situation, except the thermal screening and the COVID test. And of course you need to wear your mask and gloves full time at the airport. And since we had a direct flight, we didn't have to worry much about the layover and trying to switch flights. So that is one thing.
That is actually most important if you take a direct flight rather than for a layover or something, because once you get out from one flight to another flight, that is more dangerous than sitting at one place for 14 hours or 15 hours and come here directly.
Yes, and since in Dubai we only had a direct flight, we boarded Emirates, so it was very convenient. And if in your country, back in India or any other country, wherever you're from, if you have a direct flight, that is most preferable. You will end up paying a bit more, but I think it is worth it. So, especially in this particular situation. Second is, I think they didn't ask us too many questions at Dubai airport. We are UAE residents, so it was pretty straightforward for us. But once we landed at Toronto airport, I think there was a short queue at the immigration this office, and they also, I think they were very soft and very straightforward. They didn't grill us with we had done a lot of preparations.
I noticed few things. The people who were not with a family, like they were a student or kind of coming alone, they were being asked or they were being questioned like how you are gonna manage over here. But couple like us, because we have another couple right next to us, and they didn't ask any questions to them. But for the singles and for the students, they were asking a lot of things, that where you are gonna stay, how you would quarantine yourself. We actually made a plan, but they didn't ask anything to us. Not even this quarantine plan. They just inform us that okay, 14 days you don't have to go anywhere, and hope we have brought all the foods or food packets, pastas, everything back from our home country.
Yes, and we were a bit worried about how do we travel in this quarantine period from airport to the Airbnb apartment. We'll talk more about the Airbnb apartment and how we booked the apartment.
We'll show you the
we'll
apartment.
We'll give you a
as well.
walkthrough and a brief tour of our apartment also. But I think even the airport transit is quite straightforward. The airport authorities make the arrangements for the cab. And since we had 9 bags, a lot of luggage, we took the airport cab, and we ended up paying, I think, $63 Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
And it was for 10 to 12 miles, which is, I think, 25 minutes away.
Yeah.
The place where we are currently, it is Ossington Avenue. And initially we decided we'll book Lyft, but Lyft was, I think, half the rate, $37, but then it was a compact car, and we were not sure whether we would be able to accommodate all the luggage and the stuff that we were carrying. So I think this is about it. This is a brief summary of what happened. So not to worry. In summary, in conclusion, I think it is pretty much straightforward. Just carry your COPR, your passport. They will ask you about your bank balance. Just tell them that you have sufficient bank balance, the amount that you had stated or mentioned during the application, and they didn't check any references from us. I think they were pretty okay, so I don't see any concern, and it is pretty safe to travel. Safe as in until and unless you take your precaution and be cautious and be protected. I don't see any issue.
Emirates will give you the gloves and
the
mask,
sanitization pack,
sanitizer or a safety kit, but we would really recommend that you bring your own gloves, because see, many times for eating food or going to a washroom, you might end up taking out, wearing it again, and it can be tore as well. So better you bring some extra for you, because even here they don't use it, like in Canada they don't wear it, but if you have your own, it would be great.
Okay, so guys, this was it. This was our first video. If you have any specific questions or concerns, please feel free to comment or DM us, and we'll try our best to answer those questions in the capacity that we have, whatever we know and whatever we have faced. In the next video, we'll show you all the Airbnb accommodation that we have taken. This is the backyard. So this is just an overview. Probably we'll go into detail, and we'll also go inside the house to show you what all furnishings and what all equipments are available provided by the landlord and the Airbnb management. So we'll go through that in our next video. But since it was a first attempt from both of us, please bear with us if we have made any mistakes, and if it is not up to the mark, we'll try to improve our quality, our content in the videos to come. And with your support, I think we'll build up and scale up this channel. Our only aim and objective is to help new immigrants
Correct.
like us to migrate successfully without any hassle. And whatever learnings we have gained, we just want to share it with you all.
Because there were so many rumors that it is very difficult to come to Canada. Here there are no jobs, and no doubt the market is slow, but it's not that people are not working. People are working online. Interviews are being held up. It's just there would be some delay for the approvals and all these things, but everything is ongoing. Life is ongoing as usual, how it is over here.
Yes, and people are, I think it's pretty much open.
Yes.
There is no lockdown. There are some restrictions on food joints and restaurants, but then I think life is almost back to normal.
Yeah,
We cannot comment because
maintaining a distance is a must, because Canada police has just been patrolling in each and every street and everywhere, just to take that measure, so that here gloves and mask are not that much important, but yeah, maintaining a distance is a must.
yes, so we'll deep dive more into the application process once you land in Canada, because we are also identifying and trying to figure out the approach. How do we do it? Because currently we are under self-isolation.
Yeah.
So we'll have more of that content and details for you in the videos to come. Okay, so if you like the video, please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
That would help us and motivate us to add more such content and videos. So stay safe wherever you all are, and have a good day and take care of yourself. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.